I'm gonna get a ton of backlash for this, but you guys gave me a reason to complain again. But how the heck are y'all so upset with these freaking graphic changes? Look, I get it. Some of y'all may not care for it or didn't even want new graphics. I totally get it. Do I like the graphics? I don't care. But for the longest time, you heard the community say over and over that this game is so boring and it's stale and that's why players are quitting. Well then, oh my gosh, we got one of the biggest positive changes ever, and that's the graphics overhaul, because for so many years it looked so basic, plain, and outdated. And now we get new graphics and all the hate starts to spew out like if this was the end of the game. Like this always happens everywhere because people love staying in their comfort zone and they don't like change. Anytime there's a change like this, people always get mad. But for what? Once these graphics hit, in about a week or so, your eyes would have adjusted and you will be used to it already. You're gonna forget how the game used to look, and after a while, you're gonna look back and say, I can't believe we used to play with those graphics. It looks so stale. And to make matters worse, when I went to the official Rise of Kingdoms YouTube video for this topic, you can see that the comments with the most likes were the ones complaining about it, and instead they were suggesting horrendous ideas, like give us a KVK without crystal tech. I get that all of us want that too, but no dude, how would they make money in the late game? When you're out there only suggesting the what not to do's and failing to mention the what to do's, no one is gonna listen. You need to always understand that they are a business, and this idea is so unrealistic if there isn't a different way for them to make money in the late game. Most players don't buy bundles for resources or speed ups. That's a whale thing. I actually hate crystal tech because I don't like spending in the game, but honestly, what are they gonna do instead? Or this comment, let us get a portion of our gold heads back from old commanders? Again, no dude. There's a reason that stuff like this doesn't happen. All it does is hurt their business, and at the end of the day, you guys are still not going to be grateful for anything. You never are. And I can prove it, because the single best thing about this update is the fact that they are finally improving the servers to make the game perform better and have less lag. Like, why are we not rejoicing over this? Why can't we show appreciation as much as we show the hate? Everyone, literally everyone wanted better performing servers, and we can't even say good job, Lilith. And let's get one thing straight here. I am not a sponsored creator. I don't get paid or bribed in any way to say this. I applied to be a sponsored creator and they rejected me. Recently I applied again and they didn't even respond back to me. So don't come at me with any of the accusations, because content creators everywhere are afraid to upset you guys and they won't tell you any of this. And I get it though, no one wants to upset their audience. I risk losing subscribers and getting dislikes on this video, but y'all need to hear this because no one else is going to tell you this. And obviously this doesn't go for the players that don't complain, or for the ones that have stayed silent. This message isn't for you either. There is one suggestion that I was like, yeah, I get that, and that was to make the graphics optional. That's when I was like, okay, that person doesn't like it, which is totally understandable, but unfortunately it might not work like that, but nonetheless, that was feedback. But back to the lag topic. Finally, they're giving us the biggest request that we've had for the longest time, and old players might even come back because of this. The lag used to be so bad for them that players legit quit because of how bad it was. They couldn't take it anymore. Like honestly, does it hurt you guys to say something good every once in a while? Because when you guys start to spew out nothing but hate, it starts to create a hateful trend and it starts to pollute the minds of the players who had a positive review over all of this. Literally, you see people saying that this update sucks because they don't like the way that the new resource nodes look like. Oh my gosh, cry me a river. You could cry me another one once you see the way the rest of the map looks. And I get it, it's fun to complain and be negative, and it's not fun to be nice and say good things. But when this is all that happens, how could you ever expect this game to get any better? Nothing good ever comes from rejecting the developers when they're trying to please you ungrateful players. Honestly, what are they supposed to do when the haters are so loud and can't even supply them with realistic feedback? And no, suggesting things that would hurt their profits just goes in one ear and out the other. Imagine any company saying, we've heard your negative reviews and we are now cutting our profits to make you guys happy. No one's ever gonna do that. It's unheard of. And for what? So you guys can find something else to complain about trying to take advantage of that change? I think the hell not. Look, this update can bring in new people and might even bring old players back from the dead. That's such an amazing thing. Can we not see that? I'm just saying that we need to be able to acknowledge the positive updates when they come our way. Look at all the positive changes that have come recently within the last year. Now we can exile rogues from certain zones, which was game changing, and yet praise was minimal for that. We can play a lot better in dot mode and see troop types in dot mode, and we can even see how much rage we have gained. To me that's game changing, and the praise for that was also minimal. And now that we finally get a graphics overhaul and finally better servers, all you guys can think is, I don't like how Call of Dragons looks like. Why are we doing that here? All I'm saying is that if you can review negatively all the time like the best of them, then you can definitely say something when great things come our way. If you tell them good job on the times that they deserve it, then I promise you they will notice. At this point, why would any company try to make things better when all they get is negative reviews left and right? Anyways, I think that's it for my rant. You should probably subscribe because I'm definitely going to be losing some after this. Later.